This is an exercise which is a document validator. The way we will take this up is we will start this exercise in Claude and we will talk about all the departments who can use this exercise in their kind of work. All right. So as an example, let's take an example of HR department here. Then we will take an example of probably finance department on some other exercise and so on. So let's say for an HR department, an employee has recently joined. Okay. And then there is a folder, which is very standard practice. In a folder, we have all the documents of all the employees who join us. All right. What we want is we want Claude to go inside that folder. We want Claude to read all the documents that are available in that folder. Okay. And then we want probably to Claude to check if the PAN format is correct. We want Claude to check, does the date of joining match across the offer letters and appointment letters. We want the Claude to check if the Aadhaar card is correct and 12 digits. We want Claude to check, are there signatures on all the relevant fields? All right. We want Claude to check, is the IFSC code of the bank valid? We want Claude to check, is the experience letter dated before the joining date, so that we are very thorough and we have checked it well. Okay. We might also do a check which is something like, are the names same across all the document? So for example, if my name is Nikki Sidwani, I want Claude to also check that all the documents should have the name Nikki Sidwani and nothing else randomly. All right. Okay. I have a quick question from Moise. If the source links are being updated recently, like news website, regardless of which we will get a fresh recent update. Yes. So when you open Claude inside a particular website, it will read at that point. Okay. And you can give a prompt which says only read the news articles which were created today. Claude is smart enough to understand that the today's date is 21st of May. It will only read the articles which were of today and not going back. Does that make sense? I hope I've answered your question, Moise. All right. Coming back to this HR use case. Okay. So what I have done, I'll quickly show you on my screen. I have a data set. Okay. I have a data set which says HR employee joining pack. It has offer letter, appointment letter, PAN card, Aadhaar card, 10 standard education certificate, 12 standard degree certificate, experience letter, bank account details, PF nomination, gratuity, non-disclosure, medical enrollment, emergency contract, and address proof. So it has all these documents for a particular employee. Okay. Now, please look at what I'm doing. This is very important. This is what tells you. So far, if we want to do something like this, all right, I will have to write a prompt in ChatGPT and upload all these 12 documents. Do you agree with me? We did an exercise when we created a project. We added 5 files and we typed in our prompts, right? Do you remember that? We were able to upload all the files and we used to give those prompts. Now look at what I'm doing in Claude. Okay. I am going on Claude desktop. Over there, I see an option chat. I see an option cowork. I will go on cowork. Okay. I will say I want to start a new task. I will go and say I want to start a new task. All right. Everything is mentioned here. Nothing to worry. So if you see this, I have mentioned all this here. We have to go to Claude cowork. Then we associate a folder and we do a new task. Okay. So over here, you will have an option plus you will be able to associate your folders here. So I'll just unassociate this. You will see an option work inside a project. I am clicking on that. Okay. I'll just hide this and I say, I'll just close this. This is done. All right. I'll open my Claude. Okay. I will say choose a different folder because I want Claude to work inside my folder. I will choose my folder which has this data. So my data stays in yellow belt folder. So I'll do yellow belt session 9. This is my data set. All right. I will say data set and this time I am working on HR employee joining pack. Okay. I will just select this folder and give the permission allow. So you will see that HR employee joining pack is my folder here. This is what happens. Claude is now having access to this folder. That means it can create files inside this folder. It can read files inside this folder. It can update files inside this folder. This is a very powerful combination. It is like somebody else has the capabilities which you do otherwise. That means you are probably either creating a very smart assistant or a clone which is doing your work. All right. So please check what I'm doing. I'll go through the prompt along with you. I have 15 HR employee joining documents, right? I showed you the documents just now. In this folder for a new joiner called Priya Sharma, okay, who is supposed to join on 1st of June at Apex. Let's assume my company name is Apex. I want you to review all 15 documents, check that the employee name matches across all documents, verify that the joining date is consistent, validate the formats, flag any blank fields, flag any unsigned documents, and then this is most important. I want you to produce an Excel sheet named as review sheet with sheet 1 to have document review, sheet 2 have summary, and this should be the document review, one row per document status. I'll copy this prompt. Okay. No, so Moise, if you are on a paid plan, the documentation of Claude says it will not use your data for training purposes. All right. So you see HR employee joining pack. I have added this folder. I have given the prompt which I just spoke to you, and I'll simply click on send. All right. You will see on the right hand side, all right, of my screen, it says that I will now, it says allow, I'll allow it. I will review all the 15 joining documents for Priya Sharma. It says that now I have found all those 15 documents. All right. And now it has started working on it. So till the time it works for probably a minute or two, we will quickly see, what our other departments can do. Sales department, can do month end contract validations. Probably you have multiple contracts for a month which you have signed with your clients. You can ask Claude, is the payment term within the company policy, which is 60 days? So let's say we have 60-day payment policy. You can check for in all the contracts about payment term. Is the discount level within the permissible limit? Is the contract signed correctly? Is the validity date still current or is that expired? You can create all your, type of questions or validations. Probably a finance department, if the employee submits expenses, you can, have whether the expense is within categories, whether your receipts are below a certain level in terms of amount, whether GST number is correctly mentioned, etc. You can design your own questions. Okay. If it's a marketing department, you can have vendor invoices. You can check if it is approved PO. You can check whether the GST percentage is right. You can check whether the PAN card or the GST number is available in the document. Same with technology, you can have licensing documents. All right. So now it says that it is also, it has reviewed, it has also done one task, which is it has reviewed all the documents. Now it is building the workbook. That means now Claude is actually creating the Excel sheet for me. All right. So I will show you the output of Excel sheet also, nothing to worry. Is there anybody who has any query with respect to any kind of use case that you can feel you can implement? All right. So as I said, marketing team can have their own validations. Finance team can have their own validations. Your sales department can have their own validations. I showed you an example of what HR team can have with respect to validations. All right. So it is still creating an Excel sheet, but I am sure once you see the Excel sheet, you will be amazed by the output. All right. And nothing to worry. I will share all the outputs with you. So your outputs are already there. I will also create along with you right now. But at the same time, I will share the outputs. Please see on my screen that the output has been created. All right. Let's just quickly go through this. It says that 5 documents pass, 7 fail, 3 have warnings. All right. It is not ready for onboarding. Joining date is a mismatch. Invalid PAN card, invalid Aadhaar card. It has only 10 digits. It should have 12. IFSC code is incorrect. It should be 10 digit. It has a blank attestation on. That means the signature is missing. Unsigned documents of offer letter and appointment letter. And there are warnings. All right. Let's do something very quickly. I will show you that in the data set, there is something called as review sheet. How many of you see that there is a review sheet which has been created here? Give me a quick yes or a thumbs up if you see that the review sheet has been created here. I will show you, Chandramohan, how you can create common prompts. That is also the part of this session. Give me a yes or a quick thumbs up if you see review sheet. Please note, I did not create this. It was created by prompt. You can see even the created time is 4:41 p.m., which is like a minute back. I have not created this sheet. Claude has automatically created this. Now, for your simplicity, I will open this review sheet and show you the kind of output that the Claude, AI has created for me. It says that the offer letter fails because the signature is missing. Appointment letter, the date of joining is incorrect and the signature is missing. PAN card doesn't have a valid format. Okay, it's you can see that the PAN card doesn't have a last alphabet. Even that has been captured. The Aadhaar card is 10 digit, it should be 12 digits. Education certificate is okay. All right, no action required. 12 standard certificate attestation is missing. That means the signature is missing. Degree certificate is okay. Experience letter as a warning. Okay, bank account form details have a problem because the IFSC is incorrect here. PF nomination is okay. Gratuity nomination as a warning. Have the HR manager sign the acknowledgement section. I hope you are able to read this. It says have the HR manager sign the acknowledgement section. That means my HR team member has not signed it yet. The NDA is not right. Both the signatures are missing. Medical insurance certificate has no action required. Emergency contact form, correct primary mobile is not a 10-digit number that has been put in. All right. And it says the address proof is okay. Do you feel something? What is the, feeling or an expression that you have once you see this document? You can put in whatever you're feeling on chat. If you feel this is wow, let me know it is wow. If you feel I've seen this before, I see a lot of claps and reaction. That is good. uh Review is easy. Impressed, I see a lot of people saying impressed, great. So nice to see all this. Very nice. I see a lot of people clapping in reactions. See, it is important that we show something like this to you, to show you what are the capabilities of AI. All right. Yes, I will show you many things. Don't worry. Yes, we will do that. No problem. Let's open some documents to validate also. Okay, let's open PAN card here. The PAN card, see this? It says ABCPS1235. The last digit is missing. Okay. And you will see the PAN card here. It says PAN number. I'll just zoom it for you so that it becomes easier. It says PAN number ABCPS12345 is invalid. It must have 10 characters. The last character is missing. All right. I will show you probably one more so that becomes easier for everybody to understand. Let's see the bank account form. This says that the IFSC code mentioned here. Okay. It is HDFC 000123, which has 10 characters. But in India, it must be 11 characters. Okay. Sorry. IFSC. I'll just zoom out. I'll just quickly zoom out to see IFSC bank form. Yeah. So IFSC, I'll just quickly open this for you. Bank account form. All right. You see this IFSC code. It says HDFC 000123. Okay. It has red HDFC 000123. It has only 10 characters. However, it must be 11. Okay. And the PAN also is incorrect on the account. Again, another validation. It said the PAN of the account is also incorrect. So it has also checked that. Don't worry, I will share all the documents with you, Srinivas. You can also check all the other points that it has captured. All right. There are multiple things that you can write on your own. You can have a policy which says that I need, medical certificate only from certain doctors. Even that will be validated. If it is beyond that doctor list, it will say that there is a problem with the medical certificate. All right. You can create any kind of validation set that you need. All right. So there is a reason, as I said, we are showing you this today. You might not have a valid license to do this along with us, but everything is there in the presentation. It is important that you guys understand what AI is capable of. All right. I hope all of you now have multiple use cases in your head that you can use in your organization to basically, validate set of documents and put it in an Excel automated. All right. And you just look at the Excel, probably 80% of your work is done. All right. Now, should we move to the next exercise? Do you want, and as I said, I will put these reconciliation sets. I have already put the previous sets which we created here. I will put this again for you. Nothing to worry. Should we move to the next exercise? Is there a validation API made available by the government already? Then how can you perform on the Claude co-work suitable for this? No. So what you will have to do, right now Claude has MCPs. If the government API allows Claude to read it, you can do it directly. For example, I understand your GST number is one of those examples where you have a government API. If you put the GST number, you get all the details of the vendor. Okay. It can check that the GST number should be in a particular format, which is 2 digits, then the PAN card format, and then 3 digits at the end. That can be checked. The validity, you will have to write a separate API and introduce that as a webhook to Claude or add that as an MCP to Claude. It will work. So there is a workaround for this, Moez. Right now, Claude will not directly integrate with your government API unless the government allows it to do. All right. I hope that answers your question. How many of you are excited to go to the next exercise? Just put in a word excited. I will move to the next exercise for you. And I showed you all the other examples also. All right. Sales can do month-end contract validation for all the policies that they have. Finance can do, all the policies of employee reimbursements to be checked automatically. Marketing can do vendor policies and vendor validations. Technology can do license validations. All right. And this is the output which I showed you already. How many passed, how many failed, and how many had a warning. All right. Now, let's move. Okay, I did not show you one thing. You remember we also asked it to create a summary sheet. Let me quickly show you summary sheet also. Okay, so that you are able to see both the things, summary sheet as well as. So I showed you the first document, which was your in the HR review sheet. I showed you the first document, which is document review. There is a summary sheet also created. Okay. It says how many passed, how many failed, and how many warnings, overall readiness. And that gives you all the failed and warnings here. Okay. And it also gives you all the recommended actions also. That means it is also telling you that these are the actions you need to take so that all of them get, passed. All right. So I forgot to show you the summary sheet. I just showed you the summary sheet also. And as I said, everything is available in the PPT. Nothing to worry. See, this was the document which we just saw. This was the document. This is the summary sheet that we just saw.